That's fresh taste. Woo. Anyway, hi, I am Tim of Not Another Reviewer and Not Another Let's Play, and I wanted to try to do something a little different. I'm not going to stop doing the Let's Plays and other things like that. This is just something new to add to the channel. Obviously, I'm adding a lot of new things. We just added a podcast to it, the Memory Lapse podcast. I'm working on reviews to start doing that again. I know it's been a long time, and I'm actually paying for it, and I'll get more into that later as to in future videos like this as to why I'm paying for waiting so long to get back into the video game reviews that I've been doing. But anyway, this is going to be something a little different. We're going to be doing thrift finds of a sort. A friend of mine I mentioned about doing this, and he got really excited. So Josh from When Bad Movies Attack, we just recently did a live stream together, and I mentioned this to him, and he got really hyped up. So this one's for you, buddy. So anyway, let's start off with some of the lamer stuff that I got. The first thing I got was Online Startup Disc version 3.0 for the PS2. A funny story, I don't even have the network adapter for the PlayStation 2, but I saw this, and I was like, what the hell, let's get it. And it looks like crap, actually, but with PS2 discs, that's never usually a problem. And then another thing I got on the same vein as PlayStation is this PlayStation Underground disc. I already had one of these, and I saw another one, and I thought, why not pick it up? Because, it has these demo discs in it, and I don't know what the deal with them is. I guess it was just part of a magazine or something, or is its own magazine. I'm not even sure. But, I've run in a couple of these. I have one on the shelf somewhere. I don't know. Probably over there. Yeah, right there. Over there. So that was number 1, and this is Volume 2, Issue 4. So apparently there's a number of these things. I think this is it itself. So that's pretty interesting. I'll have to crack these open and see what they're all about one of these days. And then, this caught me by surprise. I found You Don't Know Jack. Now, I'm fairly certain this is the first game? The first You Don't Know Jack in the series? So, Sierra, I'm super excited about that. Sierra makes a lot of great games, which actually, we're going to be getting to another one of those, but I love this game. It's probably the best trivia game out there. And as far as Sierra goes, I found this as well, the 6 Leisure Suit Larry game on CD-ROM, so... And this and the next one I got for like $4, and I checked this, and this is selling for anywhere between $4 and $10. I don't do this to sell. It's just kind of curious, as sometimes I find things. I thought this would be worth more. It's not. I'm not really too broken up about that, because, Sierra with their point-and-click games are usually the best, known for the King's Quest series and shit. But Leisure Suits, sorry, whew. I should not have drank that Crystal Pepsi for the gag before this video started. But anyway, Leisure Suit Larry... probably some of the more adult-oriented of the Sierra games, but that's fine, because I am an adult. And then I found the official PC game of South Park. I can't actually remember too much about this, other than it was really bad, which is why the Stick of Truth came out and changed everything, eventually. But, yeah, I found the South Park game, so... I really don't have much to say about this. I just saw this, and I was like, I'm going to get that, because... It's probably, I know it's bad, but it's probably a collector's item to somebody. Plus, it's just something I didn't have, so. Now we're getting to the more, Sims 3. So I got the Sims 3 here. I just found it cheap. There's like 2 copies there, so I got it, and my girlfriend who was with me got it. So we have 2 copies of the Sims 3 now. I think I have this on Steam already. Yeah, I have it on Steam already, so that's... But, having a physical copy of things, especially, this is in really good shape. So, I always check the shape whenever I buy things. It depends on how much I want it, whether I care about that or not. So, we're just going to move swiftly along here. As you can tell, I've been collecting the World of Warcraft expansions. I get them mostly digitally. For example, Mist of Pandaria there, I got it digitally first. And then saw that the box was at GameStop for half off later on, so I just bought it then. But yeah, I've been getting pretty lucky with getting all of the WoW. Obviously, I got Legion recently, full price. I had to pay for that because, getting back into the game. I'm not really just going to sit here and perpetrate all this WoW stuff and then be like, yeah, I haven't played in like a year. When actually I haven't played in like 2 years or something like that. No, I played more recently than that because I played with somebody I met at the shop. So Dave, you'll see him in some videos, actually. He's going to be in there. So whenever you see Dave credited, you'll know that I warned you that he was going to be there. But I got this, actually. This was at I want to say this was at the Goodwill store. Yeah, I think this was the Goodwill store, yeah. But Vanilla WoW. So, there. This is going to go up there eventually, and then the only one I'm going to need now is Cataclysm, which I can get for, like, up to $5 off of eBay or something. People did not like Cataclysm. They're willing to get rid of this, and then I'll have all of them. And I'll feel pretty cool about myself, because then I'll have all of something. Of course, I have all this stuff that you can kind of see up here. So you can tell that I've got some decent collections going on. So, I definitely search a lot in thrift stores or just eBay. Now this I'm going to save for last. Actually, we're just going to set this over here. Because it's just ridiculous, so I'm saving it for last. Because I think it was one of the last things I got anyway, so it works out. But, I was in another area where, for, another American Rescue Workers, I think it was. Because I go to Salvation Army, Goodwill stores, American Rescue Workers, pretty much at yard sailing a lot too. Some of this is from yard sales. A large portion of the last bit's from a yard sale actually, but this is from I think another American Rescue Workers. I never actually owned a copy of Friday the 13th, and I have no idea why, but now I do. I got it here, and then we got Oliver Stone's Natural Born Killers. Again, a movie I'm actually surprised I've never owned a copy of. So I managed to find both of these for, I think, like $1 each or something. So, not bad at all. Then, now this wasn't so much a thrift store find, but I got it on the same day, so it counts. Plus, I'm a huge proponent of this series, as you know, because I did footage for Spoonie for one of the episodes of his retrospective series on this. But, this complete in box Ultima the False Prophet. Well, I say complete in box, but I'm not entirely sure if it's complete. It has the manual in it. I don't think there were any maps that came with this game. I mean, obviously the game's in it, so duh. But anyway, yeah, I mean, Ultima the False Prophet. I actually played this as a kid. This version of this game is ridiculously bugged, which I'm surprised he didn't get into in his review. But I'm sure I'll be playing this eventually to some capacity for the channel. But just know, folks, I have this, so if you want to see me play this, Not Another Let's Play is a thing that takes requests. I do honor requests. Remember, I'm playing Two Worlds right now, and I hate that game, and I'm making the person who requested it me play it with me, though. That's kind of... But if you're just viewing this and don't know me, you may not have to do that, but he does, because that's just fun. And plus, here very soon, you're going to see in that series why it's a really good thing that he's around. I don't think it's come out yet as to the big tragedy of what happened, but... You'll see that, and yeah. Mm-hmm. So, we ended up going to a yard sale. We ended up going to a yard sale, and apparently it was the last day or something, because they were just ready to get rid of everything, and it was a ton of books. Like, I paid $1 for this, like, huge, massive box of books. It looks like the rest of the box is sitting over there, which is why I'm looking over there. It looks like there's, like, 24 books we got. And out of those books that I paid $1 for, because, we didn't fill the box, because they were like, have a box of books for $2. Oh, you didn't fill the box, so $1. All right, sure, whatever. But I got, being a video editor, obviously, as I like to call myself. I mean, I know it doesn't show very much, but I am a video editor, so... Photoshop elements, because, people use Photoshop in their stuff. I don't know if this is element 6. See, I don't know. I've never used Photoshop. I am still using shit like GIMP and, like, bitmap editor. Don't judge me. But yeah, I use GIMP mainly. But Photoshop is something I have to get into. So here's Photoshop CS for Dummies. No other perfect... The for Dummies things is perfect, because I am... out of this world stupid. Like, you have no idea. But anyway, for editing to help me out in the future if I ever decide to go with Photoshop. That's not super interesting. But what is super interesting is this. This is the unofficial guide to Riven, the sequel to Myst. Now, as you can see, I own Myst. But I do not own Riven. However, I do own the Riven... Wow, I am still gassy from that. In fact, I'm just going to have a bit of the hair of the dog that bit me. Hold on a second here. Now, full disclosure, I am not sponsored by Crystal Pepsi. I need to say that. They don't need me ruining their brand here. No, I was just psyched whenever it came back. But yeah, I have a Book of Revelations, Riven, the sequel of Mist. It's just a unofficial guide, has all this stuff for the game and everything. But for the most interesting thing that makes this outing the funniest thing ever, and I've seen a lot of groups on Facebook that do this sort of thing, and I feel like you guys need to be aware that this exists. Fabulous Finds. This is perfect because it's a video game about picking through yard sales. I can't... Oh my god, there's hair. Oh my god, that's gross. There's like old person hair. Oh, they got this at Ollie's. Oh, we were talking about that too. Oh, that's awesome. Ollie's Outlet Store. Whatever. It's a great place. I'm not sponsored by Ollie's either. Believe it or not. You know, nobody's banging down my door to pay me to promote their things, but whatever. What? Oh, you're trying to oh. What? This is ridiculous. So basically this game's about finding stuff at your aunt's house to sell at your yard sale so that you can decorate your house. And I really hope that you get to go yard sailing yourself to find stuff. Otherwise, this would kind of be a bust, because otherwise it wouldn't make any sense. But I'll have to play this to some capacity on the channel. But that is all the things that I have found. This was, Saturday? Saturday we went, yeah. Saturday we went yard sailing and we got all this stuff. But yeah, I think I found a decent amount of things that I'm fairly happy with, and hopefully you enjoyed me sharing my finds with you. I won't be going out yard sailing or thrifting very much here in the immediate future, because, you know, lots of stuff going on with work and things like that. But, hey, if you enjoyed this video, let me know. And I'll try to do more of them whenever I happen to go thrifting. All right, thanks. Bye.